Hello, hello. It is Monday, the 18th of January, 2021. It's a breezy, sunny, chilly day here in the DC area, and I was able to get out and go to a local park, but I forgot that it was a holiday, so it was a little bit busy with kids. So I walked as much as I could and found a log to sit on for a little bit until it got too cold. Then I had to come back up where I could find the sun, which just happened to be right at the parking lot. So I found a nice rock and I just sat there and gazed up at the sun and then closed my eyes and kind of went into meditation as people walked by me. And it doesn't faze me at all. When you can tune them out, it doesn't interrupt my messages. It's just that many of us have to get past that self-consciousness of who's staring at me, what do they think of me, kind of thing. But once you get your spiritual antenna in tune, the games that you can play are amazing, and your self-confidence is amazing because you trust yourself and you trust the messages that you're getting. So this past weekend, I had the opportunity to be speaking with some people, and the subject came up of predictions and prophesizing things that have to do with the prophet's timeline all the way up to our current timeline. So the topic was taking away our rights to free speech, to religious beliefs and persecution and all of that. So my question was to this older group was, and so have you heard of such and such prophecies? No. Have you heard of so-and-so's prophecies? No. Well, why wouldn't you expand on some prophecies just to get ideas and compare notes and expand yourself? The response was, I have my prophet. So I thought to myself, how close-minded is that? So then my response was, well, if God was directing that person and they prophesized enough for your religious beliefs to adopt it, what are you going to do about it? The answer was, well, I don't know. And I said, well, if I was God, I'd say, I gave you warnings. I gave you guys advanced warnings that this could occur. Are you just going to sit by and allow it to occur, or are you going to tweak the timelines or change or prevent before it actually comes to the point of what the prophecy says? And the response was, then it wasn't even a thought, which is disappointing to me because I believe that the God source within us, because each of us are God, right? Each of us are the God goddess. The Father is the dimensional sky and the great central sun, and the Mother is the planet Earth. And you have the God and Goddess energy, and you've had many prophets and ascended masters walk this earth plane. Many of them saying the exact same thing in the essence of love and exploration. Yet everybody wants to create all these degrees of separations. What is there, 30,000 Christian belief systems? I don't understand it myself, because I believe that if I'm exploring, it doesn't mean I'm denying or denouncing this belief system, because again, that's separation. That's saying everything's divided, right, wrong, black, white, opposite polarities. So if one is this way, then the other has to be that way. And that's really not the way it is. It's literally like, ah, la, 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 teeter-totter, scales of balance. And you gather the information and allow yourself to be a scholar of this information. And if you do that, it's actually, it's very mentally broadening, but it's also very heart broadening, because you see so many of the similarities in many of the teachings and philosophies of many ascended masters. And we are in those times right now, but I do believe that many of us light workers who have been here for a long time, and I'm one of your first waivers, peeps. I'm one of your first waivers, and my observations goes through my feeling systems and has always told me that I cannot attach to one brand or one brick and mortar or one book philosophy type things. I like to expand. Now, has that created a little bit of an issue in my life? The only people it's created an issue with is my family. But my family's divided. My family is divided. So you have some that are Christian and different faiths of Christian, and then you have some that converted to Judaism. But nobody questions the Judaism because it came from a culture, whereas everybody else they might not know enough about. So I look like, I don't know, maybe the freak, and I don't care. I just know that going through the lessons and the knowledge of what is out there really helps me to absorb the energies and the essence of love, and also have better discernment on what works for me. Okay, so that's the beauty of the freedom to move and groove and be and skip and jump and laugh and say and believe and do all the things that we are privileged here to do, but also it's our birthright. And it's our birthright here in the United States, which is why it was created by our forefathers. Okay, and then it was a created safe haven for those in other countries that did not allow them to jump and skip and breathe and laugh and do and as they pleased without hurting anyone, right? So get out there, listen to things that are enlightening, and get away from those people that try to say, oh, I have the secret intel and I have all this, one track and I'm connected to certain people, so therefore I'm giving you the correct information. Remember, the prophet, the ascended master, the channeler isn't as good as the channel. It's as good as them, the channeler, because what is the antenna to God can be disrupted by a lot of things, and it can be disrupted even by the energy levels of the physical avatar that is doing the channeling. So bob and weave through the ones that you're being called to listen to, and take them in and see what resonates with you, and be willing to say, I'll explore that a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to go over here and explore this a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to ask my higher self what feels right, what feels right for what it is that I'm in on my path. What area of my path am I on at this time? And how does that resonate with me? And so you may get bits and pieces of what does, and then you move along your path further, and all of a sudden more information will come in, and you'll antenna to God, and you'll bob and you'll weave, and you'll say, what feels right here, right now on my path? Does this information coincide with where I am on my path at this time? And then maybe you'll go a little further on your path, and something that might have been a little bit too much back here fits in perfectly into this area of where you are on your path. So be open. Be open to listening with your heart as well as your physical ears, but with the instruments that bob and weave within your physical avatar and your energetic avatar, okay? And then the energy bodies, be willing to sit with those. Really listen and really feel them. All right, don't be closed-minded. Don't be close-hearted. That's what's causing the issues now. So if you're on the other side, or if you're on this corner, or you're on this zip code, or you're on this, then you're that. Screw all that crap. Let it go. Have the courage to stand up and be who you are. And others will stand up and have the courage to be who they are. And that's being the authentic God source in the soul and the spirit that we came here and planted into this avatar to walk around and to be an antenna and a transmitter for all this information. That's what we're here to do. But remember, we have to clean our energy, clean it up, so that we don't go spillaging nastiness onto people that can't handle it, or anything that's of not for their highest good or for our highest good. So hold your light and hold your love with a sacred flame. Sacred flame. Yeah, because it's all sacred. All right? And when you soften up like that, you'll find that more information will come to you, more people will come to you, more tribes, more opportunities, and more messages that just flow through. Like, oh, okay. Whereas when you're, I'm pretending I'm running, you're on your path with your blinders, you're not willing to see the bigger, broader, beautiful picture that has been presented to you in this lifetime. You're missing out on a lot. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say about it. All right, much love and light to you. Please hit that notification bell. Hit all. Hit like. Send me a nice message. And in the meantime, hold your peace. Hold your light. Hold your truth. Because we are of the light. We are of the truth. We are of the love. We are those things. So I end everything in light, love, and truth. Have almost all my life. All right? Till the next video.